Hello and welcome to your own channel Milind Gupte, the Career Guru. Dear students, in today's video I am going to teach you the details of the square root method. This square root is very important from all your examination, all your competitive examinations, and sometimes in your university examinations. So I am going to teach the basic concepts of the square root, how to calculate square root, and what are the methods to calculate the square root, because these concepts are very important. Once your concepts are clear, then you can develop the shortcuts on your own. I am not going to tell you any particular shortcut. I am going to focus on the concepts, because concepts are the most important thing that is going to help you in your examination. So let us start. First of all, what is square root? What is square root? Before that, I am going to tell you what is a square. So a square is nothing. A square is a number multiplied by itself. For example, there is a number x, and I am going to multiply this x by x. That is going to be x square. This is x square. And now whenever I am going to find out the square root of this x square, it is going to be x. In other words, a number I am going to take 5 multiplied by itself, 5 is going to be 25. And now I am here to calculate the square root. This is the sign of a square root, so that is going to be 5. This is the relationship between square and square root. Our lecture is all about square root, means this particular thing. So let us calculate the square root of different numbers. First of all, I am going to take first most important method, that is known as the factor method. So write down factor method. There is one more method, but right now I am going to take the factor method. Factor method, as the name suggests, that you are going to factorize these numbers in order to find out the square root. I have a number which is 1600. I have taken very easy number 1600. Now how to calculate the square root of this 1600 with the help of factor method? So factor method, start dividing this number by the lowest number that by any lowest number that you can divide it by. So start dividing by 2. If you will divide it by 2, you will get 800. Again divided by 2, you will get 400. Again divided by 2, you will get 200. Then divided by 2, you will get 100. Then again it is getting divided by 2. So keep on dividing it by the lowest number until it is not getting divided by that number. So I am going to 50, then again I will divide it by 2, I will get 25. Now this 25 is not divided by 2. It is not divided by 3 either. So I will take the next number 5. Now 5 5s are 25. Again this is divided by 5, this is divisible by 5, so again I have divided it by 5, and 5 into 5 1. This is how you are supposed to divide. This is very easy. This is factor method. Now what are you going to do? You are going to make a pair of 2. This is my one pair, this is second pair, this is third pair, and this is fourth pair. I have done nothing. I have just taken I have just make a pair. I have made the pair of 2, 2 and 2 and 2. Just make a pair, and out of these out of this particular pair I am getting 2. I will write 2 outside. Out of this pair I am getting 2 outside, and from this pair also I am getting 2 outside. From this also I will be writing 5 outside. Now multiply these things. 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. So that is going to be your answer. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 into 5 is 40. 40 is my answer of this 1600. So I can write it like this: 1600 under root, this is a sign of under root 1600 is equal to 40. or in other way I can write 40 square means 40 multiplied by 40 is going to give me 1600. This is the method of calculating the square root of any number by factor method. There is one more method which is known as division method. First of all, start calculating the square root of so many numbers, different number, take up several different numbers and start calculating the square root by this number. This is very important concept for your competitive examination point of view. So start practicing this particular method of calculating the square. We are going to take up the next method also. So now we are going to learn about the division method of calculating the square root of any number. Let us start. First number is 6561 and we are supposed to calculate the square root of this number 6561 by the way of division method. So what is a division method? Division method, first of all I will be making the pairs of two numbers. Starting from your right hand side, make a pair of two numbers like 61 and 65. Now just remember the basic square from 1 to 9, like 1 into 1, 2 into 2, 3 into 3. So which number multiplied by itself right from 1 to 9 will give you this number 65. Any number which is less than this number or 65 itself. So 1 ones are 2 twos are 3 threes are, I can find that 8 into 8 is going to give me 64. I cannot take up 9 nines because it is going to exceed this 65. So I will take 8 multiplied by 8, it is going to give me 64. I will write 64 over here. Okay, now just draw a line and 65 minus 64 is going to give me 1, and now I am going to copy this 61 as it is. So this number is 161. Remember that you cannot copy a single number, you will have to copy two numbers or a pair of two numbers. And now add these two numbers, 8 and 8 is going to be 16. Now just listen very carefully what we are supposed to do. This particular place, at this particular place I will have to find a number by which I will first of all I will write that number here, and by which I will be multiplying the same number so that it will give me either any number less than this number or equal to this number. Again the number should be 1 into 1, 2 into 2, 3 into 3. So I am just showing over here 1, 6, and this number that I am supposed to find out, I will try 161 into, again I will write only 1, not 161, I will be writing only 1. So 161 into 1 is going to be 161. So this is the number 161, 1. Okay, and all 161 minus 161 is going to give me 0. So this particular number is the square root of 6561. This is easy method, just you have to focus on the basics. Now I am going to take up one more number. This is also perfect square, 1024, and again I am supposed to find out the square by the way of division method. So just make the pairs of two numbers, and this time I am going to write it and this side. So what first number is 10. So which number will give me which number multiplied by itself will give me a number less than 10 or equal to 10? Obviously it is 3 threes are 9. So I am going to write 3 threes are 9. I am left out with 1. I am just copying 24 and add these 3 and this 3 and this 3, it is going to give me 6. Now the same procedure, 6, and I will be writing, I have to find out a number that I will be writing here, multiplication of these two numbers with that number will give me any number less than 124 or equal to 124. So if I take 61, it will be 61, so it is very less. Just try 62 into 2, so 2 2s are 4, and 2 into 6, that is, yes, it is going to give me 12. So 124 is that number. So I will be writing 2 over here and 2 over here. Multiply this thing, I will be getting to 124, and all these are cancelled out. So this particular number 32 is the square root of 1024 with the help of division method or by the division method. Take out, I'm going to take out next number. Next number is 9801. So just calculate the square root by the division method. Again, it is number is 98. So naturally I'm going to get I'm going to get 8 into 8, or 8 8 is 64. No, I can take 9 also, because 9 9s are 81. So I will be taking 9 9s are 81. This is the highest number I can take. I cannot take here 10. Okay, so 9 9s are 81, and now if I will subtract 81 from 98, I am going to get 17, and I will just copy 0 1 in a pair, then add these two 9s, I am going to get 18. Now the same thing, 18, and just find out one particular number over here. The multiplication of that number with these numbers will give me a number less than 1701 or equal to 1701. So we can find out that number. 9 9s are 81. 9 9s are 81. Yes, 9 9s are 81. It is going to give me 1701. It is cancelled out. So this is the answer. 99 is the square root of 9801. This is the division method for calculating the square root. Although this method is very important from all your competitive examination like CAT, SNAP, CMAT, and bank examination, SSC examination. But this method is time consuming, particularly this thing what I am doing here, this is time consuming. That is why we normally suggest a student to use the factor method. If these things if you stuck up when they in this particular number, then it is going to take all of your important time in the competitive examination. Of course, if you are appearing for a university examination, definitely when you have a lot of time, you can follow this particular method. So there are shortcuts of calculating the square root also. Keep on watching this same channel, Milind Gupte, the Career Guru. You will be getting the shortcut for calculating the square roots also. So this was the method of calculating square root by factor and division method. Just make sure that you practice all these things on very regular basis. So keep on watching Milind Gupte, the Career Guru.